This hurts to even talk about because the dream we have been building in Houston feels so fragile right now. A shadow has just fallen over our season, and every one of us knows the feeling of losing something special just when it starts to shine. There are whispers coming from across the league that could tear apart the bond between our quarterback and his favorite target. This isn't just about a game, it is about our pride and the fear that our winning window might close. Nico Collins is the name on everyone's lips right now because other teams in the NFL are trying to swoop in and steal him away from us. It started when reports came out saying that various front offices around the league were calling our headquarters to see if they could trade for him. These teams look at his contract and see an opportunity to grab a superstar for a bargain price. They know that he is only signed through the next couple of seasons, and they think they can convince the Texans to let him go for draft picks. But we have to talk about how our general manager, Nick Caserio, handled this situation because he did not hold back at all. During a recent press conference right after the draft, Nick Caserio was asked directly about these trade rumors, and his response was incredibly blunt. He told the media and the rest of the league that the reports were wrong and that anyone suggesting a trade should basically keep quiet because it is not happening. He was very firm and used some strong language to make sure everyone understood that his star receiver is staying right here in Houston. This matters so much because this wide receiver has become the focal point of our entire passing game, and losing him would be a disaster for our young quarterback. We are talking about a player who has put up 3 straight seasons of over 1,000 yards. He is a 2-time Pro Bowler who creates a massive mismatch on every single play. The teams calling Nick Caserio know that his current contract is much lower than what other top receivers like Justin Jefferson are making. They see a chance to get an elite talent without paying the $40 million a year that the market now demands. But the Texans are standing their ground and refusing to even listen to offers. It is a bold move that shows they are fully committed to winning right now instead of looking for future assets. This elite athlete is the engine that makes our offense go, and without him the entire field looks different. He has a physical presence that intimidates defensive backs because he can outjump anyone for a deep ball or use his strength to break tackles after a short catch. When you have a weapon like this on the outside, it opens up everything for the rest of the team. Coaches rely on his ability to attract double teams, which leaves other players wide open in the middle of the field. Beyond just the stats and the highlights, his presence in the locker room is something you cannot replace with a draft pick. He has grown into a leader who sets the standard for how to work and how to prepare for Sundays. We have watched him transform from a promising prospect into a dominant force who demands respect from every opponent we face. If he were to be moved, the chemistry of the entire squad would be shaken to its core. Our quarterback has developed a unique shorthand with this receiver where they just seem to know what the other is thinking before the ball is even snapped. That kind of connection takes years to build and only seconds to destroy. It is the type of relationship that championship teams are built upon, and protecting it is the most important job for the front office right now. We see how much joy he plays with, and how much the fans love seeing number 12 make those big plays down the sideline. It feels like he belongs in this city, and the thought of him wearing another jersey is enough to make any longtime supporter feel uneasy. The impact he has on the game goes far beyond the box score because he gives the entire organization a sense of confidence. When the game is on the line, everyone knows where the ball is going, and that is a level of trust you simply cannot buy. Keeping this talent in the building is the only way to ensure our trajectory stays pointed toward a Super Bowl. The simple truth is that keeping this star means we are going to win more games next season, and that is what we all want to see. If the team had decided to trade him away, they would basically be saying that this year does not matter as much as the future. But by saying no to every trade offer, they are telling the fans and the players that they are ready to compete for a title right now. This is a massive win for our confidence because it shows that the people in charge are not afraid to keep their best players. When you have a talent like this, you do everything you can to keep him happy and keep him on the field. The risk of losing him was real because his contract is currently a huge bargain compared to what other stars are getting paid. If he felt like he was being treated unfairly, it could lead to problems in the locker room or even a holdout. but he has handled everything with class and has not made a fuss about his salary yet. This gives the team a chance to work out a new deal that keeps him here for the rest of his career. We need to understand that without a top-tier threat on the outside, our offense would struggle to move the ball. Defenses would be able to crowd the line of scrimmage and make things very difficult for our running game and our passing attack. Having an elite target keeps the defense honest and forces them to defend every inch of the grass. It makes everyone else on the team better because they have more space to operate. This is about making sure our young quarterback has the best possible chance to succeed and grow into a legend. If we want to bring a trophy back to Houston, we need to keep our best weapons right where they are. It is a simple equation that leads to more touchdowns and more celebrations in the stands for all of us. Let us look at the two paths that are right in front of us, because the stakes could not be higher. In the best-case scenario, the front office sits down with this elite player and works out a fair contract extension very soon. This would end all the trade talk forever and let everyone focus on football. If they get a deal done, it sends a message to the entire league that Houston is a place where stars want to stay. It would solidify our offense for the next 5 years and give us a real shot at winning a championship. We would see our favorite receiver continuing to break records and leading us deep into the playoffs. But there is a darker path that we have to consider, because if things go wrong, it could be devastating. If they cannot agree on a new contract, the frustration might start to grow. You can see a situation where the player feels undervalued and starts to look for a way out. If the tension increases, it could become a distraction that hurts the team's performance on the field. The trade rumors might start up again, and this time they might be harder to ignore. We have seen other teams lose their best players because of money disputes, and it always leaves the fans feeling heartbroken. It would be a tragedy to see this incredible connection between the quarterback and his top target fall apart over a few $1 million. The tension is real because every day that passes without a new deal is another day that other teams will try to stir up trouble. We are all waiting to see if the management will put their money where their mouth is and pay the man what he deserves. Fans are watching closely, and the players in the locker room are watching too. If the team fails to take care of its own stars, it could make it harder to sign free agents in the future. Everything is on the line right now, and the next few months will decide the direction of this franchise. At the end of the day, we have to trust that the team knows what it is doing by keeping our star receiver. Nick Caserio was very clear that a trade is not happening, and that should give us some peace of mind for now. However, the real work is just beginning, because they still need to find a way to pay him fairly. We cannot expect a top 5 talent to play for half of what his peers are making forever. It is a tough situation, but it is one that every good team has to face eventually. Be honest with me, would you rather trade him for 3 draft picks or pay him the big money he is asking for? It is a question that divides a lot of fans, but his value to this city feels priceless. If you love the Texans and want to stay updated on every big move this offseason, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Turn on your notifications so you never miss a breaking story about our team. We are in this together, and your support means the world to us as we follow this journey.